Okay, we're gonna hear first a real weather forecast, ¿vale? So pay attention to this. This is the real one.
Hello. This week we will be at the tail end of an active jet stream which will send low pressure after low pressure towards the UK, but those low pressure systems will bump into high pressure to the east. As a result, the isobars will squeeze together, particularly through the North Sea and the Northern Isles, and we'll often see spells of rain replaced by showers and very strong winds at times. Now, the first area of low pressure that we've seen affect our weather this week pushes its cold front into central parts of Scotland. A gloomy and damp night to come here. Cloud clearing the east of England, though. Clear spells for a time. Temperatures dipping to 5 to 8 Celsius, perhaps with a gap between weather systems. But towards the west, the next bout of wind and rain moves in. And this will be persistent and heavy at times. Certainly more rainfall associated with this than the first system that is diminishing as it pushes east. Where we get the wind and rain moving in from the west, temperatures will stay in the double figures, but it's certainly wet start for southern counties of England. South Wales could be some issues, 30-40 millimetres, particularly over some of the higher parts here, Dartmoor and, for example, the Brecon Beacons. But the rain does push through. It moves into the northeast where it tends to become slow moving, and for eastern Scotland in particular, accompanied by this strong wind, it will pile up over the Grampians, 50-60 millimetres. That could cause some issues later in the day for Tuesday. Either way, it certainly brightens up behind the rain. Northern Ireland seeing a fine day with sunshine, but Wales and the southwest quite quickly see showers arrive, along with this stronger wind, coastal gales and so on. And the gales developing in the Northern Isles will be particularly significant, especially for Shetland. 50-60 mile per hour wind gusts, perhaps even more as we go into Tuesday night and Wednesday. The rain reaching Shetland during the early hours of Wednesday, along with that very strong wind. Elsewhere across the UK, it's clear spells and showers. The showers preferentially affecting western and southern coasts, but most areas seeing the odd downpour as we start off Wednesday. And it's not going to be that cold as we start Wednesday because of the strong breeze, but it will be a bit fresher compared with recent mornings. Northern Ireland seeing some fog early on, that clearing to sunshine. And then for most, it's a day of sunny spells and showers. The showers mostly affecting western areas, not that many in the east, so largely dry in the east. But the rain and wind continues for Shetland, and gales or even severe gales is possible during Wednesday. Temperatures edging down over the next few days, but still a little above average, 13 or 14 in the south, 11 to 12 further north. Then towards the southwest, the next system comes along, more wind and rain arriving on Wednesday evening associated with this. That spreads across the country during Thursday, clearing to sunny spells and showers. And Friday also sees a mix of sunny spells with showers mostly in the west.
All right, so it was commercial, no, thank you. Right. Yeah, so sorry about that. Vale, it was basically the real weather forecast, ¿no? Lo que querían, el propósito era que vieran un real, ¿no? Esto de hecho fue today, 14th of November. 14/11/22, so that's why, no? So whenever you would like to hear vocabulary about weather, no, ponle weather forecast, puede ser UK o puede ser Europe, ¿no? Y aquí van bastantes, ¿no? I think the most popular is this one, Met Office, entonces ahí pueden escucharlo, ¿no? The real weather forecast in the UK. Vale, ahora sí, yeah. Me di cuenta que estaba aquí sin sonido. That's why. So sorry about that. Vale, ahora sí va el listening. También las respuestas, ¿no? View the page. Yeah. Ahora sí, one more time.
11.8. What's the weather going to be like?
And here's Carol with the weather forecast for Europe.
Thanks, Andrew. Well, at the moment,
there's some wet and windy weather over the UK and Scandinavia, and this is going to move to the east over Poland and Germany. Temperatures in Berlin and Warsaw are about 21 degrees Celsius right now, but it's cooler in London, more like 18 degrees, and cooler still in Oslo, around 17 there. Further east, it's cool and cloudy in Moscow, where the temperature is a welcome 15 degrees after all the extreme summer heat there. To the south, it's a bit warmer, 23 degrees in Budapest, and even warmer as we get further south, so 26 degrees in Rome. But it's going to be cloudy and showery across the north of Italy before long, so temperatures aren't going to stay as high there. In northern Turkey, there's some heavy rain, and it's already getting stormy, so temperatures won't get much higher than 21 degrees in Istanbul. France is going to be cool and cloudy in the north, 20 degrees in Paris, but much warmer and sunnier in the south, with a high of 27 degrees in Nice. The rest of the Mediterranean is going to be warm and dry too. Portugal and Spain will see plenty of late summer sunshine, with temperatures as high as 29 degrees in Madrid and Lisbon. It's going to be warmer still in Greece, and we're probably going to reach 30 degrees in Athens. And that's your European weather for the next 24 hours. I'll be back at lunchtime with an update.
Yes. That's the weather
Thanks,
forecast.
Carol. And now, the news headline.
Okay, that was the weather forecast in the whole Europe. Antes de que, before we play again and listen again to the answers, let's match the vocabulary. It's very important to know about the weather forecast, about the vocabulary, no? So here, for example, it is sunny. What about this one?
Stormy.
Stormy, correct. Stormy. Yeah, when there are lightning and thunder and lightning. Rayos y tormentas, stormy. Les puedo decir que es clima tormentoso. What about this? Picture is about, it starts one more time. Windy, windy. What about this one?
Foggy.
Foggy, correct, foggy. Here,
Rainy,
rainy, correct. Never happened in Mexico. Well, not here in the city center.
snowy,
Snowy. Unfortunately, here in Cuernavaca, we will never know the snow. Tenemos que ir más al norte, more further north. What about this one?
Cloudy.
Cloudy, correct. And lo único que nos falta es showery. Yeah. So you see, sunny day. Yeah. And sunny means warm, caluroso, warm. Stormy, windy, foggy, con niebla o niebloso. No sé si sea la palabra correcta, niebloso. Rainy, well, cuando está lloviendo. Obviamente, snowy, cuando está nevando. Cloudy, like today, no? It's a little bit cloudy and snowy. And showery. Algunos les dicen chippy chippy. Otros es como lluvia muy ligera. Espiando, ¿no? Nosotros. A ellos les dicen showery, porque literal es como una, cuando se bañan, just shower, that's it. Very logical. Yeah. Don't forget, porque this vocabulary it's coming in the exam. Sunny, stormy, windy, foggy, rainy, snowy, cloud, and showery. Okay, bueno, ya que sabemos, identify. For example, in Istanbul, it is stormy. Most of Europe is sunny and a little bit warm, ¿no? Recuerden que también usan ellos su comparative warmer than. In London, in Oslo, rainy, showery in Nice and Rome, no? Okay, one more time, una vez más, but this time, hear about, listen carefully, the Celsius degrees, no?
11.8.
What's the temperature like?
What's the weather going to be like?
And here's Carol with the weather forecast for Europe.
Thanks, Andrew. Well, at the moment, there's some wet and windy weather over the UK and Scandinavia, and this is going to move to the east over Poland and Germany. Temperatures in Berlin and Warsaw are about 21 degrees Celsius right now, but it's cooler in London, more like 18 degrees, and cooler still in Oslo, around 17 there. Further east, it's cool and cloudy in Moscow, where the temperature is a welcome 15 degrees after all the extreme summer heat there. To the south, it's a bit warmer, 23 degrees in Budapest, and even warmer as we get further south, so 26 degrees in Rome. But it's going to be cloudy and showery across the north of Italy before long, so temperatures aren't going to stay as high there. In northern Turkey, there's some heavy rain, and it's already getting stormy, so temperatures won't get much higher than 21 degrees in Istanbul. France is going to be cool and cloudy in the north, 20 degrees in Paris, but much warmer and sunnier in the south, with a high of 27 degrees in Nice. The rest of the Mediterranean is going to be warm and dry too. Portugal and Spain will see plenty of late summer sunshine, with temperatures as high as 29 degrees in Madrid and Lisbon. It's going to be warmer still in Greece, and we're probably going to reach 30 degrees in Athens. And that's your European weather for the next 24 hours. I'll be back at lunchtime with an update.
Okay. So here are the answers. London, it is going to be 18 Celsius degrees. 29 in Lisbon, in Portugal. The same in Madrid. What about in Nice? Anybody? ¿Alguien escuchó? In Nice?
27.
27, exactly, yeah. What about Rome?
26.
26.
26. Athens?
30.
30. And Istanbul, 21. And the lowest is going to be in Moscow. What's the temperature like?
50.
15, correct. 15, yeah. And you have the answers here. Celsius degrees. Acuérdense, nosotros manejamos thanks God, no es como los Fahrenheit. So it's not like by the way, which season is it? What month do you think it is? Which season? ¿Qué estación del año están mencionando? Spring, summer, autumn, or winter?
Winter.
Winter? Not really.
Mm.
Late summer. Late summer. Late summer. All right, so we check this vocabulary as well. Sunny, stormy, windy, foggy, rainy, snowy, cloudy, showery. Don't forget those showery, porque tal vez les venga explicaciones, como la vez pasada, ¿no? Definían la palabra y ustedes tenían que adivinarla. So look at these 10 adjectives. Which words in two can they go with me? For example, hot, warm, puede ir con sunny, ¿no? Hot and warm. Cold and cool con los demás. ¿Se puede hacer? Wet, mojado, dry, seco, bright, brilloso, ¿no? Bright. Mhm.
Teacher,
Yes.
cool, ¿qué realmente es? ¿O cómo se asocia?
Mm, cool se puede traducir como fresco. Fresco. Cold, frío, helado. Bueno, hay más, obviamente. Freezing. Freezing ya es así como que en Canadá, it's freezing the weather. Pero ya, me he exagerado. Cool, o también puede ser chili. No, no tiene nada que ver con el chili, ¿eh? De chili. Mexican chili, no. Chili o cool significa lo mismo, fresco, ¿no? For example, at night, here in Cuernavaca, it's cool, it's chilly. ¿Eh? Fresco. Nunca digan fresh weather, porque fresh solamente se refiere a la comida. For example, fresh vegetables. I like buying fresh vegetables in the supermarket. Fresh food. Never fresh weather. ¿No? Si quieren referirse a fresco, cool o chilly. ¿Vale? Okay, next part. What's the weather like? Es la pregunta, ¿no? What's the weather like? Si es today, well, it's
11.9.
sunny, warm, and a little bit cloudy, ¿no? Here in Cuernavaca.
What's the weather like?
Ah, eso es para today. Si digo de mañana, what is going to be, what is it going to be tomorrow? Yeah. Y si digo de ayer, what was it like yesterday? What was it like yesterday? What was the weather like yesterday here in Cuernavaca, guys? ¿Cómo fue? It was sunny, ¿no? También. Sunny and warm.
Cool.
Cool, yeah. It was cool. It was chilly. Correct. Okay, so listen and complete the conversation.
11.10. What's the weather like today?
What's the weather like today?
It's cool and cloudy.
And what was it like yesterday?
Oh, it was wet and windy.
And what's it going to be like tomorrow?
I think it's going to be warm and sunny. 11.10. What's the weather like today?
What's the weather like today?
It's cool and cloudy.
So what is the weather like today, guys?
Cool and cloudy.
Cool and cloudy, of course.
And what was it like yesterday?
Oh, it was wet and windy.
What about yesterday?
Wet and windy.
Wet and windy.
And what's it going to be like tomorrow?
I think it's going to be warm and sunny.
And tomorrow?
Warm and sunny. Warm and sunny.
Warm and sunny. Recuerden siempre, una buena conversación empieza con el clima. Los aseguro, sobre todo con los ingleses. ¿Eh? So English people love commenting about the weather. ¿No? Obviously, for them it's the same, ¿no? Luego dicen, it's very depressing. Los aburren, ¿no? The same, because it's rainy, showery, and cold, ¿no? Pero un buen tema de conversación in English, what's the weather like? Vale, okay, we're not going to practice today, so we're going to do next page. We're going to finish, hopefully. Everyday English, making suggestions. This is for extra vocabulary conversation, work individual, and fill in the chart. This is a chart. Make a list of things you can do in good weather. Things that you can do in bad weather. No, for example, in good weather conditions, we can play tennis. What do you do in good weather? I can say I go out with my mates. I go swimming. What about in bad weather? I watch Netflix and make a coffee. Yeah, make a coffee. Eat a lot. So what about you? What do you do in good weather and bad weather? So write down all the sentences that you can think of. All the sentences that you can think of. ¿Vale? Bueno, dependiendo. Para mí, good weather es the opposite, ¿no? Good weather is rainy, so I watch on Netflix. I watch a film on Netflix. I stay at home. I chill out. I relax. ¿Vale? Ahorita checamos. So, 2 minutes and we check together. Okay. So, what do you do in good weather, guys? What do you do on good weather? Do you do anything special?
Walk with my dog.
You can walk with your dog. Anyone else?
Wear
Kathleen,
comfortable clothes.
huh?
Wear comfortable clothes.
Correct. And what about bad weather? What do you do when it's rainy, and it's foggy, and it's really cold?
Stay at home and see movies.
Yeah. Anyone else?
Can visit a park.
Okay. Another. Okay. Perfect. That's fine. Thank you. Let's do the final part. The final part is about listen and complete the conversation. No? And you have on the right, a good weather conversation and bad weather conversation. ¿Vale? No se ve todo, así que espero puedan ver. So listen and complete the conversation.
11.11.
Please.
Making suggestions. 1. Good weather.
What a lovely day.
Yeah, it's really warm and sunny. What shall we do?
Shall we go for a walk?
2. Bad weather.
What an awful day. It's raining again.
I know. It's so cold and wet. What shall we do?
Let's stay in and watch a film.
Okay, one more time.
11.11. Making suggestions. 1. Good weather.
What a lovely day.
Yeah, it's really warm and sunny. What shall we do?
Shall we go for a walk?
Warm and
Sunny.
shall we
Go to walk.
go for a walk? Yes. Ahorita les explico qué es shall we. ¿Vale?
2. Bad weather.
What an awful day. It's raining again.
I know. It's so cold and wet. What shall we do?
Let's stay in and watch a film.
Okay, so it's so
Cool and wet.
cold and wet. Recuerden, porque si decimos cool, fresco, ¿eh? Cold. Pronunciation, cold. What shall we do? Let's
Stay
stay in
watching film.
watch a film. Yes, exactly. Ya tenemos dos expresiones. What shall we do? Shall we? It is suggestion, making suggestion. What shall we do? ¿Qué hacemos? Es como decir, ¿qué hacemos? Shall we? Es una expresión para sugerir. Shall we go for a walk? Shall we watch a film? Shall we go swimming? ¿Vale? Lo mismo, what shall we do? ¿Qué hacemos? ¿Qué podríamos hacer? ¿No? Se puede traducir. Let's stay in, let's, vamos a quedarnos, vamos, let's es como vamos, o hay que, ¿no? También se puede traducir como hay que, let's, or shall we, hay que. También, shall we go for a walk, let's do this, let's do that. ¿Vale? That's what it means. Hay otras, por ejemplo, podemos hacer otras sugerencias. Podemos decir, why don't we visit my friends? Why don't we order a pizza and watch TV series? Let's prepare a cake, ¿no? Todas esas expresiones, shall we, let's, why don't we, todas son suggestions, yeah? Especially when you invite your friend, when your friend, or when you would like to invite him somewhere or something, then you do this suggestion. Why don't we, shall we do this, etc. ¿Vale? Aquí tenemos un grammar spot. The grammar spot, it is, we use shall we to make suggestions. I suggest that we go for a walk. Let's, it's the same. I suggest, why don't we, también, ¿no? Y aquí tienen unos ejemplos. No, that's boring. We did last night. Oh, no, it's too hot to walk. Okay, why don't we go to the beach? Okay, then why don't we go for a coffee? Good idea. We could have a picnic. Shall we go to Café Nero? Or let's go to Café Nero. I'll help you make it. Great. I'll get my coat and umbrella. ¿No tienen aquí más sugerencias? ¿Vale? Let's listen.
11.12. 1. Good weather.
What a lovely day.
Yeah, it's really warm and sunny. What shall we do?
Shall we go for a walk?
Oh no, it's too hot to walk.
OK. Why don't we go to the beach?
Good idea. We could take a picnic.
I'll help you make it.
2.
Yeah, it's like a continue of the conversation.
Bad weather.
What an awful day. It's raining again.
I know. It's so cold and wet. What shall we do?
Let's stay in and watch a film.
No, that's boring. We did that last night.
OK, then why don't we go out for a coffee?
Yes, we could go to Cafe Nero.
Great. I'll get my coat and an umbrella.
Okay, so yeah, the same, no? You can say more about the conversation, guys. Okay, that's all for today. Tomorrow we practice and we're going to do a writing. Vamos a hacer un writing tomorrow, así que no falten, please. Thank you very much, guys. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.